Hello, 94 subscribers. Hello, hello, hello. So yesterday, I meant to do a video yesterday because it looks like Cornel West is going to be running on the People's Party. Now it's fascinating that he decided to do that. Now, don't get me wrong, People's Party is problematic just because of the Eric Brown and all that stuff. Um, I agree that it would have been better if he ran with the Greens. I'm not a big fan of the whole just coronation, like, oh, he's just going to be able to, there's no primary for him, he just got it. But I wonder if that has a factor to it, too. Since I think the Green Party are going to be trying to Howie Hawkins again, and that's not going to really fly. But I actually might vote for him, actually, in the future. We'll see. But I don't know if I'll have the opportunity because they're not actually in every state. They're not on the ballot. This could possibly, like the JFK and the Marianne. They're not really that big of threats for the Democrat, I don't think, because they're pretty much the DNC is gonna put their hands on the scale, and it's gonna be Joe Biden no matter what, even if it's kind of just like with Hillary and Bernie. That's why actually for him to run for a different party was pretty interesting, because he wouldn't have been successful had he done the DNC, because it's the same thing. This could be a threat for the Democrats, actually. I'm one of those that are pretty despondent with Mr. Biden, because let's face it, under his presidency, Roe v. Wade fell. They could have codified that earlier. Actually, even during Obama, when they had the supermajority, they could have done that. They could have taken care of that long. The debt ceiling thing, that should have been a non-issue. He could have done that earlier in his administration when he had more of a majority. He could have taken care of that debt ceiling then. And then we threw the student loan folks under the bus with that debt ceiling. We haven't fixed a thing. We're going to start up payments here at the end of August, September, somewhere in there, and nothing's changed. It's very disappointing. It's like, okay, and then also not to mention the food stamps, the SNAP, that extra stuff that they're doing for SNAP, and all these things. They're the party of inaction. Come on, guys, get behind me so we can just stand in place. But don't get me wrong, I'm not like, yay, conservatives. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying a third party would be nice, because I wouldn't mind somebody that's in office that actually held some of the similar hopes and dreams that I've got. Like, hey, I would like everybody to have food, education. I'd like to have this social safety net so that, in this day and age, we should all have, and we don't. So, here's hoping for something, because even with the other ones, I was like, yeah, this is cool. I'm glad that some people are trying to fight the inevitability of Trump versus Biden, which I can't believe. I really can't believe that we're in the same place as 4 years ago, but that's how this stuff works. There are two people that you don't want to vote for. I'm not a big fan. Just like I've seen some of the critiques of People's Party. Hopefully they'll get their act together. Hopefully they'll get on the ballot, because it's more, at this point, it's more of the person that you're voting for. He is almost a caricature. He says all the right things that I want to hear, but he is really a character. We'll see. That charisma might be pretty good. I need to actually probably do more behind the scenes research. Why did he choose that party? You know what I mean? Like, why? I have my ideas of why he did that, but it wouldn't be bad to actually find out the reasons why. It's fascinating. I didn't expect that. I thought that we were done hearing from who's going to be joining in this race for 2024. So we'll see. I just wanted to jump on here and say, hey, wow, that was unexpected. So Cornel West, People's Party, because as you know, I've said before here, I was a Bernie guy before Bernie just decided, hey, I'm just gonna give up all of my followers. Pretty much, that's what it's felt like. It's like, well, that was fun, wasn't it? Thanks for all the money. I'm not going to do anything for you, but thanks. And then crickets. You helped me get to a higher position. I guess it's all about politicking. So, hey, we'll see what happens. This is interesting. I got somebody to root for. That's cool. You know, hopefully he'll stand with some convictions and keep those up. Because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for somebody that's not going to... Because even with the RFK, his flip-flopping again, going being happy with Roger Waters, and then revoking that endorsement. Like, that tweet was just like, are you kidding me? Okay. And Marianne is problematic in her own little ways, which, again, they know what to say. Obviously, it wouldn't be in politics if they didn't, but every now and then they'll slip up, and you're like, oh, I don't agree with that at all. And then also the behind the scenes, like, what do they actually stand for? Who are they actually going to be there for? So, all right, well, we'll see what happens. There's a part of me that's like, well, you kind of picked the wrong party. The People's Party isn't available in every state, but maybe this will put a fire under Biden's butt to actually accomplish something, because you get enough people like, oh, look, I do have an option. This isn't inevitable. Now, granted, there is that school of thought that all this will siphon all those votes, and then Trump, who will probably beat DeSantis. I think Trump has it over DeSantis, as much as he's smart. I'm sorry, Trump is smarter than DeSantis. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it's true. More charismatic, at least on the thing. I don't know about smart. Well, I don't know. We'll see. I like him better, which is funny because I actually don't like either of them, but I at least like Trump better. Isn't that funny? How weird. Like, I'll admit, like, during the Hillary and Trump debates, I actually was smiling at Trump sometimes. I'm like, hey, stop it. You're behind the other person. What are you doing smiling at some of the things he says? Because, as you know, I'm a Bernie guy, so I was like, yeah, I had my own problems with Hillary at the time. So it was kind of funny. It was just like, no, I'm not smiling and thinking that's funny that he just had a, you know. It's like, it's pretty funny at the time. I don't think he has our best. Mr. Trump has our best interests, though. Pretty much all of them have corporate loyalties and worker. I want somebody that's for the workers, and Cornel West, he does. So he has a long history of, fighting for workers' rights. So one of those things. Who's going to actually who has the receipts, right? Who has the receipts? Who has the history of giving a care about the working class? Middle class, working class. Because don't worry, upper class, there's always somebody there to take care of you. Don't worry. Oh. So, anyway, just want to jump on here and talk about it for a second. So, we'll see what happens. I had a little bit of excitement. I was like, oh, look, somebody else that I actually, somewhat respect jumped into the race. How cool. I would have preferred Green, like everybody else is saying. I can't believe Green are going to go with Howie again. Really? Okay, fine. If I get the opportunity, then I'll vote for Cornel West. If I get the opportunity. Do I agree with all of the platforms for that party? Maybe not. I need to do more research. But it's more of those situations where, I will vote for who has the better platform, who's on the issues. Who's got the back of the working and middle class who, have to live in this country and take care of it, the majority of us. So, all right. But thank you for joining me.